Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Uzar Jarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. On the global side of the game today to talk to you guys about the new Extreme Z battle that was just released for Perfect Cell. And there's also a couple of other units. You can see on the right side of the screen there's 3 units that will be able to Extreme Z Awaken excuse me, from this event. I'm going to talk about them. We're going to hop over to the Dokkan Wiki here in a minute, and we'll talk about those units once they get Extreme Z Awakened. I'll also be talking about some team builds later in the video while I take on level 30 of the Extreme Z event. Really and honestly, it shouldn't be too hard for anybody to complete because there's a lot of different units and team builds that you can use, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But before we start, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to be advertising this over the course of the next few videos because I've got a Discord chat set up now, so go ahead, go on over there. You should see some links on my channel. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm going to be doing some giveaways here soon of some physical and digital content as a way to say thanks to everybody who has supported me thus far. So I'll be holding those giveaways. To be eligible for that, you just got to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and then of course go ahead and join that Discord chat because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of the announcements and everything like that for the giveaways. So yeah, just stay tuned for more information on that. I'll be dropping more once I get some more stuff figured out. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki where we can see the Extreme Z battle for Perfect Cell. So the 3 units you are going to be able to Extreme Z Awaken from this. So there is, of course, the Strength Cell that everybody knows about, but also Android 17 and Android 18 are going to be awakened from the event as well. So that's really good. We'll talk more about their stats here in a minute. But first, there's nothing really crazy or new about this Extreme Z battle that's unlike any other ones. At level 5, he becomes unstunnable. Of course, you get Dragon Stones all the way up to level 30 of the event, and some some Strength Elder Kais. But anyway, or sorry, Grand Kais. But anyway, he becomes unstunnable and unsaleable at level 20 and beyond. But really and honestly, he has a 70% damage mitigation once he gets up to level 30. Nothing really crazy there. After level 30, you get Hercule statues. So yeah, 30 Dragon Stones up for grabs there. The category that's going to be effective against him is Future Saga. And again, here you can see a lot of units in the Future Saga category, and we'll talk more. I'll talk more about that here in a second as far as a couple of different options for team builds in the lead units. But Super AGL is also a really good option for going in there, and that's what I'm going to do today. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. But first, let's go ahead and let's hop over to the Strength Cell that we'll be able to Extreme Z Awaken from this. If you look, before he is Extreme Z Awakened, his leader skill is only 100% lead, but when he gets Extreme Z Awakened, he's Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 120%. His super attack will let him infinitely stack attack and defense, so that's going to be really good. He's going to become a really tanky unit, and he's going to hit really hard as well. And then also he's going to recover 10% HP once he every time he performs his super attack. So really good there. Anyway, so you go over to his passive skill, attack plus 100%, defense plus 50% at the start of turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% with 6 or more key spheres obtained, and then all enemies attack and defense are going to be minus 20% at the start of turn when you're facing 2 or more enemies. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage, being really tanky. He's got a lot of categories he fits in there. Nothing too crazy though. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Strength Android 17. Once he gets Extreme Z Awakened, his leader skill is just a 50% lead for Tech, Int, and Strength. But the good thing is his super attack is going to have him do an infinite defense stacking, so that's really good, and then also cause supreme damage enemy and greatly lower defense. He's going to weaken regeneration, change AGL key spheres to rainbow, attack and defense plus 70%, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 17%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 80%, and a medium chance, which is 25% chance of launching additional super attack when your team has Android 18 attacking in the same turn. And then his categories: Androids, Siblings Bond, Android Cell Saga, and Target Goku. So this unit is you're going to want to run on an Androids team with Android 18, so you can take full advantage of that passive skill. So yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy there. He's going to be a orb changer, but also here you go. Here's the Android 18 that is Extreme Z Awakenable from the event as well. Leader skill similar, where Tech, Int, and Strength type, attack and defense plus 50%, Ki plus 3. But her super attack is going to infinitely raise attack and then cause supreme damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. She also weakens regeneration, and she will change rainbow key spheres to Int key spheres and then attack and defense plus 80%. She'll reduce damage received by 18%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 70% and a medium chance, which is again 25% chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attacks, when your team has Android 17 attacking in the same turn. Categories: Peppy Gals, Androids, Siblings Bond, Android Cell Saga, and Target Goku. Again, I really and honestly think this will just be best on an Androids team with another Android 17 there, but nothing really crazy there. These units are getting a little bit of a buff, really good to run on an Androids team, and then if you want to do some other stuff with them, you can do that. But let's go ahead and hop over here to the game, and let's go ahead and take on the event. So let's go ahead and hop in here, where we can go to the Extreme Z Battle, if it loads for me. Alright, there we go. So I'm already on level 30, so I can show you guys a team that will work on this event. So real quick, you can see on the right side of the screen, Future Saga leads right there is where you're going to be able to get the most bang for your buck as far as the taking advantage of the specialty category for the Extreme Z Battle. So you have the Tech Trunks that was fairly new. He is a Future Saga lead, and so he'll be able to take advantage of that buff. And then you've also got the physical Team Gohan, so you'll be able to use him for a Future Saga category lead. And finally, you'll be able to use the free-to-play Super Saiyan Future Trunks, who is only a 70% lead for Future Saga, but still a viable option. And also, he takes advantage of the fact that he is a Super AGL unit as well. So, let's go ahead and let's just kind of hop through here. So the first team that I've got here for you guys, and these are obviously, you can do a lot of different things with Future Saga. There's a lot of units you can run, but another viable option is just using the Tech Vegito, the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito, because he can do a super class super type allies, key plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 120% when your team includes all 5 super types. So you can see here, you are able to make a team with all 5 super types, but again, bringing in Super Fizz is going to be a type disadvantage, so you got to be careful with that. But all of these units that I have on this team, other than the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, of course, as the friend leader, are Future Saga. So all of these guys will take advantage of the buffs that the Future Saga category gets for this Extreme Z Battle. Another team you can run is with the Trunks lead, of course, and this is the Future Saga category. With that being the category here, I brought in, you can see, 4 AGL types because Extreme AGL will still work. Super AGL is the way to go, but the Extreme AGL will still be able to do some good damage to him as well. And then you can just put in a fill-in unit for the last one, unless you have another unit you want to throw in there. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to the team build that I'm going to be using is just a Super AGL type team. Now, we aren't going to be able to get a lot of damage mitigation off from this because they aren't going to be able to take advantage like the Future Saga category will, but we should be able to make quick work of this. And you can see I am bringing in the Super Saiyan Future Trunks because, of course, he is Future Saga, as you can see there, and then he's going to be able to take advantage of all of the benefits of Super AGL as well. So let's go ahead and let's hop in here and see what we can do. Level 30, and this cell will start hitting pretty hard towards the later levels of this event. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Tech Vegito towards the end there, or sorry, AGL Super Vegito towards the end there, because I want him to be able to counter all of those attacks. It looks like we're not going to be able to get a super attack off with Trunks, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, we did. We just got enough. Very nice. There we go. So I'm going to save those AGL orbs for next rotation. Alright, so super attack straight out the gate, and that's a good thing that we're getting on the Trunks, because we would take a lot more damage if that went on any of the other units with that super attack. So we have that damage mitigation, and you can see he's putting out some pretty good numbers here. Tanking up really well because he is that Future Saga category plus Super AGL. So that's a really good unit to be bringing into this if you have that LR Future Trunks. So Super AGL really has a bunch of really good units that you can bring in here. So I mean, I'm not really going to talk too specifically about the team builds and stuff like that, because it's just a wide variety of teams that you can build with the Super AGL teams. But I do like bringing in the Super Vegito whenever possible, because things like this where he can just keep countering and hit a bunch of those. Hopefully, if we get super attacked at the start here, we can get a counter off with the Goku. So let's go ahead and see. We should be able to get an ultra super attack off with both of those. Yep, very nice. Both of the Gokus hitting that. But you can see he's putting out some massive numbers on regular attacks against even units like the Super Saiyan 4s and stuff like that that are usually fairly tanky. But that's because of, you know, we're so high up. Like I said, they don't take advantage of that damage mitigation that the Future Saga gets to take advantage of. But we should be able to finish him off here within this or the next rotation, depending on additional attacks and crits. Let's see what we can do here. Not too bad. Got him down to, okay, a couple additional attacks. So got him down to the last 2 health bars. Let's go ahead and get another pretty good hit here with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Alright. Very nice. And we do have the Trunks here. I'm going to put the Trunks at the start of the rotation to soak up some of the damage just in case. And that should be game right there. So let's go ahead and see. We'll get more of a buff off of this Gohan, but I'm not going to be able to super attack with him. I don't think it matters, though, because the Trunks should be able to take this down no problem. Get that super attack off. And again, like I said, this you can use any of those team combinations that I showed you a little earlier, or build some of your own, because the Future Saga category and Super AGL category is just massive. So there is the level 30, my last Dragonstone I can get, as well as the last Extreme Z medals that I need to get. Now mind you, you'll have to get all of these Extreme Z medals multiple times if you want to awaken all 3 of the units. So the first run that you go through to level 30 is enough to awaken one of the units, whether it be Cell, Android 17, or 18. I'd say if you have the Cell, Extreme Z Awaken him first, because he becomes a really good unit. And that Android 17 and 18, if you have some extra stamina to go in and use, you can go ahead and farm out those and make them a good addition to an Android's team. But anyway, that's pretty much everything I've got to talk about on the video today. Hopefully you guys found some of this information useful. Hopefully you'll be able to run through and take this down no problem. Of course, the 30 Dragonstones are always really nice, and these units will be a good addition to an Android's team, whether you're using that Cell, the Android 17, or the Android 18. But with that, that's all I've got to talk about today. As always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more information on those giveaways on my Discord chat. Drop a like if you liked the video, if I had some information you like. Drop a comment down below if there's any other team builds that you guys recommend, if there's some other units that you recommend bringing in. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out my video. We'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.